to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Riff Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
And this is Rhonda.
Oh my gosh, I have been loving the weather
It's been wild, right?
the past few days. I think I realized what happened. Summer was talking to itself and realized how much it sucks. And it was like, I need to be more like fall. So I'm going to lower my temperatures a little bit and ease off the heat. And I'm
And then I'm going to make a grand entrance.
Yeah, it'll next week. It'll be all like, dog breath, hot outside. But right now, I am enjoying it, not having to practically die when I go outside to walk the dog.
Right. My dogs have been loving it.
Maple syrup, yes, maple syrup. Everybody, that's how we should. That's how we should start the show.
Maple syrup, everybody.
Yeah, don't even say what's up, all you freaks out there. Just say maple syrup, and then they'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
They know what's up. So we did have an investigation at the cabin this past weekend.
Yes.
And it was fun, very active. And again, it was a beautiful night. It was like in the 60s.
Yeah. People had to bust out hoodies.
Beautiful.
In August.
God. You couldn't have asked for a more perfect night, especially in the woods. Because
because when it's really hot, it feels like no air is moving.
Yeah, it's the heat I can deal. Honestly, if the heat I can deal with. But when you throw in mosquitoes on top of the heat,
Yep.
that is something that I can't.
Yeah.
I don't
The
like.
bugs. And then when you're in
Yeah.
the woods, it just feels like the air doesn't move at all. Like when you come out of it,
Mhm.
you feel like you're getting some air, even if you're really not. It's
Yeah.
just
So I don't know what.
silent in there.
I don't know what's more annoying: investigating with the heat and mosquitoes, or investigating with so cold that you can't even get the words out.
Both are pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's definitely a period of time that's comfortable investigations in both
Mhm.
spring to summer and fall to winter, where then you cross that threshold of like, just stay home. Just stay
30
home.
degrees outside. You walk around like the kid from A Christmas Story, like this. I can't get up. I can't
Right.
get up. And all you hear is from all the extra clothing you have on. And then
Yeah.
summertime, all you hear is bugs in the background.
Yeah, I saw y'all even had to build a little bonfire, so that was cool.
Yeah, I think they did that because of it was a nice night for one thing, but we had an overnight investigation too that people stayed,
Okay.
which I did not. I
Nice.
wished out. I left at 1:00, but
Dag right.
you know, I slack. I'm a slacker. Yeah, let's see. Kristen was in my group.
Yay.
I think Cody may have been in my group. Cody Dotson may have been in the group. Group number 1, the best group in the whole investigation. Not throwing any shade to the other group.
Yeah.
You
I'm
were the
sorry
best.
I didn't make it, but like Dennis told John, he thought he had it covered. Like he thought he had enough people going to be there to help. And I was like, okay, but we could still come. And I was kind of like, with this weather, I could just stay home and get up early. And I did. Sunday was yard work day. I was in the yard trimming hedges and doing that all day long.
Yeah, I mean, we missed you.
I know.
It
I
would have been
missed you
cool to
guys.
investigate with you, but there'll be other opportunities to do that.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, Cody, awesome. That was
Me
a
and
lot of
Robin.
fun
Okay,
investigating
nice.
with you. Nice, you and Robin Collins, very cool.
Very
Yeah, they
cool.
were awesome. We had a good time. It was a lot. The cabin was a little slow at first, but we were the first people in there, so it happens.
Yeah. It feels like usually wherever you start is a little
Yeah.
slow going.
It takes a little bit.
Mhm.
Christian, I guess Melissa from Pandora's Peregrination had invented a box, like a new piece of paranormal equipment. So Christian was using that, and we actually got some really cool stuff on his I think they're gonna call it Pandora's box.
Okay, that's
And
fitting.
don't ask me how it works because I have no idea. I barely know how the recorder works. But we're getting voices, or it sounded like voices, but they were really low. So you could hear things, but you couldn't really hear or understand what they were saying. There was one time we were in the woods and we were saying something, and a voice came through on the box said find us or something like that. That was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Lots of stuff happened in the rancher, in the basement. It was a lot of good energy out there, and it's always good to have a good time. And we'll be back. I think we're doing ghost walks now. I think
I saw that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And then the 19th and the 20th, we have Haunted Nights coming back with the Wraith Chasers. So I'll be there at least one of the nights, maybe not both of the nights, because I just I get tired easily. Plus, I got a dog and a 7-year-old to take care of. But
right.
If you're in town and you like the Wraith Chasers and you like,
they are fun. They're fun to investigate with.
They're a lot of fun. Plus, Haunted Nights always does.
They do a great job, and they're fun themselves. So.
Yes, they are. So today is actually National Oyster Day. Oyster Day, and some say that oysters can be used as an aphrodisiac. Now, I don't understand how a slimy fish can be used as an aphrodisiac, but apparently it get girls in the mood.
I mean, it does something hormonally, I guess. I've
mean,
always just wondered, like, what made somebody see that and be like, "Ooh, let's eat it."
Oh God, yes.
Like,
I know, right? Who was the first
who
person?
was the
like,
person
you know
that
what?
thought that was a good idea?
I'm gonna crack open this shell here, and whatever's
That looks
inside,
like
it looks.
terrible.
Yeah,
Smells pretty rough as well.
I've
Let's
got to
eat
have. I've got to do like some kind of like I don't know what would you put like cocktail sauce, I guess.
I use hot sauce, but some people do cocktail sauce. I
I
can
went
eat
to
them roasted where they're not slimy anymore, but then it requires a lot of hot sauce and a saltine cracker.
yeah, or
I still
butter,
can't eat
melted
mini that
butter.
way.
It slurps down your throat. You don't even taste it. Like I had one where you just take it out of the shell and you slurp it, goes down your throat.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
you don't even drink it,
it would
or
be the consistency that would mess me up.
it's like eating
That's like
snot.
when you roast them, you can get people to roast them so that they're not slimy at all anymore. And they're probably overcooked, but that's only how way I'll eat them.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think of sex when I think of oysters. Personally, I'm like, God damn. Like, you know what I'm thinking about when I'm eating oysters. Holy shit. No. Same with clams. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Are clams and oysters both aphrodisiacs? Am I doing it wrong? That's the problem. Yeah. Swing. Yep. That's it. That is it, Howie. Yeah. I just never. It doesn't put me in the mood for.
Well, yeah, and if you get them and they're not done correctly, it can make you literally in the mood just to be in the bathroom all night long. So there's that too.
Yeah, it can go. It could swing either way. It's like getting drunk. That's exactly
Yes, that's what it is, Michelle.
Either you're drunk and horny, or you're drunk and peeing. That's it. Well, at least it is for me. That's how it is for me, anyways.
Oyster shooters, yes.
This actually leads into the fact that it's also National Underwear Day. So apparently, if you eat a lot of oysters, you may end up in your underwear.
No, or out of your underwear.
Out of your underwear.
Not in your underwear.
With someone else.
Which
then leads us to the slang word for the word penis.
Oh, I forgot we were to do another one.
Yes.
Okay, what you got?
You may decide I need to eat some oysters. You get horny. You drink a lot of oysters, and you get up in your underwear for National Underwear Day, and then you break out, or I break out the long plum.
The
long plum is the slang word for penis.
Isn't that interesting? And now okay, I'll go with that because now they call it eggplant.
The long plum. It's actually from 1613.
1613.
1613. So enjoy your oysters, and guys, ladies,
and your underwear and your long plum.
Yes, enjoy the long plum. See, again, we are educating.
That could be like a greeting card. I love
Enjoy
you so much. I'll give you oysters and long plums.
I'll give you oysters and a long plum.
And some new underwear.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my god.
And a towel for the mess. I'm sure our guest is like, what the hell am I getting myself into? Oh my gosh. But again, we are here to educate you guys.
Tracy said, what if it's not long?
The short plum. It's not the size of the plum that counts. It's how you use it. Fortunately, I don't have that problem. Oh, hello, Martha. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it is. Let me tell you, I had a little story before I give everything. I had a little mishap on the way to work. I went to do some door dashing, and I was driving on 295, and a brand new car. Got it in, not brand new, it's used, but I was driving to work, going to the office to pick up some stuff, and I felt the busted tire stuck on the side of the road
Oh no.
on 295. Not the best place to be stuck on.
No.
But I was able to get through it, and I will tell you this right now: I have a rinky-dink little jack
Yeah.
that I was
Yeah.
jack that I was not going to use. I'm talking about the long plum. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. And it's like you've just sent
You're
this.
saying
Marissa said plums are ruined for me. I just bought like a whole bag of them because this is this time of year. They're good. But they're really sweet.
I mean, if it's me, it's good all year round. But
Okay. Back to your jack.
But anyways, I had to call the insurance. I had to call the roadside assistance to help me out because I pay for it. And
And how long did that take? I've always wondered.
I mean, it took about an hour for them to get to my car.
Okay.
And I was expecting some guy with a big wrecker to show up, you know.
Uh-huh.
There was just some guy on the in like a Camry with an orange light on top. But he had the big jack, you know, and the machine, all that stuff. So it took me probably about an hour and a half on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
Kevin, we got to get this back on track.
It was a big jack. It wasn't a big plum. It was a big jack. Oh,
How about a card? Anyone want a card?
Oh yes. Let's get away from the raunchiness.
Refocus.
We're gonna refocus, and we're gonna learn how to live our lives.
Yeah.
Every
what happens? We're using the same deck that we did last week. The Oracle of the Phoenix.
Let us know.
They're beautiful. Let's see what comes out. All right. Off the top. Life is a gift.
What's up, Robin?
Life is a gift. Well, you know what? Based on this, and I think what happened to you today, and I've actually had some friends, I've seen them posted on Facebook. A lot of people are going through some rough stuff, like weird things happening. And I think, we've got a lot of energetic stuff going on. So the life is a gift, I think, is the reminder to all of us that even when things are crappy, things are shitty, something happens, you get a flat tire, whatever's going on, it's a lesson. It's just a moment. And to just still think when you get in that slump of like, oh gosh, not again, one more thing, blah, blah, blah. Remember that life is a gift. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for, the things that you do have in life, and realize it's just a moment. It's just a season, and things will always flip for you.
It's just a season.
It's just a season.
Something I need to remember.
And one bad thing happening in your day doesn't have to shoot the whole day. I think it's important to remember that you control your mind. So if you say it's going to be a good day, oh well, this happened, the tire's fixed, nothing I can do about it. I'm still going to have a good day and keep going.
Don't let it ruin your day.
Exactly.
Don't let one big.
You can ruin for a moment. You can cuss. You can do whatever you need to, but then it'll be all right.
I mean, you can have a bunch of good moments during the day, and they don't cancel out. The one bad moment doesn't cancel out the good moments.
Exactly. And sometimes we let it, right?
Yeah.
Like we can have 10 good things that happen, and then that one bad thing happens, and then you're like, I had a shit day.
And you have a bad day, even though the rest of
the incident.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was one of those things where it's like, I didn't let it ruin my day. The fact that I had to get 4 new tires.
And that is a bummer. That's the way things are. Like you can't just replace one anymore.
No. No, they were like, oh, it messes up the gear, so you can't.
Yeah, you gotta get 4 new ones.
And they make things so difficult.
Or 5 if you want a new spare. Like
Yeah,
for me, where you
exactly.
have like
Well, I
full
mean,
size, like my spares are full size, I have to get 5. So
yeah, there you go, Keith. Eventually, you have to lead alert. That is a blessing.
yep,
Well, they call the present the present for a reason
that's
because it's a
right.
gift. You know, that's
And we just gotta shake it
but
off, envision it going away, and move on.
dude, I am this. Dude, I'm that way though. You know, one bad thing can completely ruin the day.
But you know,
But
you've got to think about that. That having a flat tire might have stopped something else that you could have come upon on the road.
that's true.
It stopped you from something worse that could have happened.
Yeah,
And you kept going. So
yeah. That particular part did not ruin my day. It was a fine day, but
it was a fine day.
it was
Now
a,
you've got new
it was
tires.
a fine day.
Now you got nice new tires.
Yes,
You did for a while.
nice new tires, and I had a story to tell
That's
on the
right.
Freaking Awesome Paranormal show.
That actually led into the card I ended up pulling. So there you go.
Yes, there we go. See, it's
There we
all
go.
synchronicity
That's right.
here,
That's
guys. We went from oysters to underwear to penis to plums to accidents to life's a gift.
right. Life's a
Full
gift.
circle.
Oysters are a gift.
We living in the now moment. There we go. Keith. Can you do us a favor and give a shout out to all of our friends in the chat room?
Yes, I see a bunch of people joining us. So let me go back up to the top. Our Canadian correspondent, Teresa, is here with us. Welcome in. We love it when you're here. Lois Clark, Kat Gash, Kristen Coleman, Cody Dodson, Sharon Metter, Michelle Wilfong with the Haunted Apartment, Kristen Coleman, Howie Odell, Ed Odell, head of Rift Nation Network, and egging on Ryan, I might add.
He does that for a living. So
The Sun Dragon, our buddy Kevin, Robert Odell, welcome in, Michael Brooks, Carol, oh Lord, apologize in advance, Leighton Druce, Leighton Latin dress, something like that. I apologize. Kay Covey, and let's see, did I miss anybody? Oh, I haven't even got to the close to the bottom yet. Robin Lee Collins, welcome in. Paul Fowler, Keith Ottersberg, and we are all caught up. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
welcome.
We hope you gave you
thank
some
you so much.
education for the day.
Yes, again, we are all about
And y'all can snicker when you think about me eating my plum with lunch every day.
oh my goodness.
Oh goodness.
You don't think I've ever had maybe I have. I don't know if I've actually had a plum before.
Oh, they're good. This time of year, they're really good. The black plums.
I think I have. I think I've had a plum before. So the Freaking Awesome playlist.
Yes.
I don't know. I reached out to April, but
I did not forget you, Lois. I said Lois Clark.
there we go. There, Lois. I didn't forget you, Lois.
I didn't
Shout
forget
out to
you. I
Lois.
said you. You must have blinked.
That's what. She blinked and she missed
Blinked
it.
if you could hear it.
Okay, that's what it is. So the Freaking Awesome playlist. This is a time where you suggest a song for the playlist at the end of the month. I didn't get a song back from April from Curious Things, so I'll ask her when we put her on the show, put her on the spot. She'd best be thinking of a song.
Thinking of a song that you've listened to this week that you want to share with the group.
Yeah. Or even just a song that means something to you. You know, it means something like you want to put on a playlist at the end of the month, at the end of the year, not the end of the month. I don't talk about that. So Howie actually chose Laura Branigan, Gloria.
Oh my gosh. I haven't heard that in years.
Gloria.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good song.
That is a good song.
I chose, staying in the 80s, Huey Lewis, Hip to Be Square.
Oh, my mom loved Huey Lewis and Hall & Oates. So like I was getting there out and she loved them. So it was the one thing that we liked together. So it's pretty cool. I love
that's awesome.
Huey Lewis. That's awesome. So I
That
did
is
not
awesome.
pick something from the 80s this time.
Mm.
I picked Blank Space by I Prevail. Not the version by Taylor Swift, the one by I Prevail.
Nice. So check out Blank Space by I Prevail. May have to look that up on the YouTube.
Listen to Taylor Swift's version, then listen to that one.
There we go. You can compare and contrast.
You'll see the type of music I like.
Or just go back and listen to every other Freaking Awesome playlist.
Yeah, well, no, I know that's not true. Wait till the next one. Wait till the next one because you're going to be shocked.
God, I am a shock of myself, and but we'll talk about that after the interview. Freeze Frame.
Freeze Frame, Jay Giles fan. Shayla said my mom loved Richard Marx. Yes, that's another good one.
My sister.
That's a good one. Hello, Shayla. Thank you
Richard
for joining
Marx.
us.
He was a big Richard Marx fan. I remember every moment. Let's see, Freeze Frame. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
We can sit here and talk music all night, but we have a guest on.
We do.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her on. Found her on TikTok. Super excited to talk about the paranormal with her. I believe she's from Tennessee, from Curious Things Investigations. Let's bring April onto the show. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, you know what? It is National Oyster Day, so you know I'm feeling good.
I don't know if I can follow after oysters and underwear and plums. I don't know about that.
I was thinking, it's like, man, this you're right to say we're all about education here. We're more than just paranormal. I was thinking, man, she probably doesn't know what she's getting herself into.
Well, that did cross my mind. I'll have to be honest.
So I did. Do you have a song you'd like to share with us?
I saw your message about the song, and I thought, gosh, I have to think about one song. But I think I settled on "Sound of Silence."
Ooh, good one.
I love that song. That's a good one.
And I know some of you guys are talking about, older songs. Well, "Sound of Silence" originally was done by Simon and Garfunkel.
I did not know that.
So that's like, I don't know, 70s maybe, 80s.
Yeah.
That's actually the only version I know of it, honestly.
Okay.
Really?
I like the Disturbed. That's one I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it kind of goes with the whole paranormal like motif of what we're going with. It's a very haunting song. What's up, Sean? So yeah, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
Good job.
I liked it where it talks about basically people are speaking and not being heard, or singing and not being heard. And it's like, that's what we do as investigators. We try to hear these people that have passed. We try to hear their story. And so that's what made me kind of think that would be a good one to pick.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you go into a room and it's silent, but you're listening for the sounds of the spirits and stuff.
Yeah. And as far as the card that you pulled, it made me think about a saying that I have heard and used quite often. There's a reason that the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield.
That's right. I love that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow. That's actually really good. Really good advice. Really good life advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People get stuck a lot of times focusing on the stuff that's behind them.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because being in paranormal, we're all about the past, learning about the past, other people's past. But it's also good to not dwell in the past.
Right.
Well, I think it goes with, it's good to understand the past so that you can do something better in the future.
Yeah, and that's the thing of it too. It's kind of like you got to look, where have you come from, so that you can see how far you've come, and then you can see how much farther you can go.
Yeah.
What's ahead of you.
Guys, we are giving like free therapy sessions here.
All
You're
in one. No.
Yes, yes, we are helping you guys out,
Uh-huh.
man. So, how did you get yourself into the paranormal? What was your journey to get to where you are now?
Well, I started my paranormal team with COVID. That was my COVID hobby. You know, everybody took up something. Well, I took up paranormal investigations. But my interest in the paranormal has always been around ever since I was a kid. It started with my mom and her family would sit and tell ghost stories, usually when the power was off and it was lightning and storming outside. But my first paranormal experience was with UFOs and aliens.
Oh.
So, and people, I'll tell you what happened, and I don't really remember a lot of it, but from what I've told, that's typical of the experience I had. I believe that me and my sister were like abducted at one time. I was probably 10, which would have made her like 3. And what I remember is just a bright light in my bedroom because we shared a room. I lived on a farm. And so I remember a bright light, and I remember like covering my head up because I knew there was something in the room with me. I was like, what is this? And then the next thing I remember is like, peeking out the window that looked over the field, and you could see something out there. So I got up the next morning and I went and told my mom, I says, Mom, I had the weirdest dream. And I kind of told her that and, passed it off as that was just a dream. Well, a little while later, my sister gets up and she says, Mom, I had the weirdest dream. And it was the exact same dream. So that's why, we have always thought that's what happened to us. And then, since that time, I've probably seen or been exposed to, or I don't know what you call it, witnessed at least 10 other UFO sightings throughout my life. And another really crazy one was I used to work at a place that was like 45 minutes from my home. And, there were several of us that lived in the same town, and we all commuted to the same place. Well, we were coming home one night, and people were, we would carpool, like or what do you call it, caravan. One would follow after the other. So I'm driving along, and then, there's semis, you're on the interstate, and I see this thing. It was at night, and it seemed like it was right over the top of my car, and it blocked out everything. Like I couldn't see anything at all. And I thought, what in the world is that? So then it passed over, and then like 2 seconds later, my person following me called and said, did that really just happen? So I had confirmation that there was somebody besides me that had seen this thing. So yeah, that's two of probably the biggest things that I've had exposures to it. And I think on my TikTok, I have a video of actually 2 UFO, what I think is UFOs, but one of them you can see is like a light. It's moving, and then it's not an airplane because there's an airplane over here, and you can see the difference because I was able to catch both. So that would be my first kind of paranormal experience. And then of course from there we started doing, I built the Curious Things, or, I founded it. And basically what I did is I said, does anybody know any haunted locations? And this, a friend of mine from high school said, hey, check out this other group. And so I checked them out and I went investigating with them. And from there I was like addicted to it. It's like, okay. And, so then I eventually, that group wasn't investigating enough for me. Like they would go and it'd be several months before they'd go again. I was like, that's not enough. And so I posted an ad on like a local chat on Facebook, and I had 40 people message me and say they wanted to be part of a paranormal team. But of those 40, only 2 of them are still around. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. So my team, I know you posted some pictures from our investigations. We have several people that will go from time to time. But as far as like consistent members, I would say we have 5 or 6.
Okay.
They're pretty consistent.
So when you had your dream as a child, would you remember any details or anything that stands out from the dream?
Not the only thing I really remember, like I said, is the bright light, and I
Mhm.
remember hiding from whatever it was. And when we looked out the window, I remember um, we saw either the ship or we saw the alien. I can't remember. There was something in the field that was like lifted off. So that's kind of all I remember. And from what I understand, most people don't really remember a lot from those things because of whatever they do to kind of wipe your brain so you can't remember it.
Now, when you say you see things more often, like UFOs and stuff, do you think when you were taken aboard the ship that maybe you were marked, not maybe like psychically marked, not like physically, so you're attracting the UFOs, or they come to check on you or make sure you're okay, that kind of thing?
I've often wondered that because most people don't have maybe one or two experiences, and I wrote them all down one time, and I've had at least 10, so that would make a lot of sense. And it's been throughout my life. It's not like I had a whole bunch here all at once, but it's
Yeah.
been like different ages.
That's interesting.
Yeah, my most recent one would probably have been within the last 5 years. And like I said, the first one would have been when I was about 10 or so. So yeah, there was some. I know there was another one when I was in college, so I would have been like my early 20s when that one happened. And then the one where me and my other coworker both saw it would have been probably when I was in my 30s. So, it's like maybe even every 10 years or something. I don't know.
Do you have any, like, as far as like when you go investigating, do you have any like psychic abilities?
I think that we all do. I do kind of get weird feelings here and there. I'm always hearing stuff that other people don't sometimes. It's one of those things where I'm really bad to say that's my imagination. And what I understand is kind of you have to trust that imagination because that's more kind of your instincts kind of chiming in. I had a really weird experience. There's this cemetery that we go to quite often, and it was this other group that introduced me to the paranormal actually took us there too. And I started feeling kind of just uncomfortable, just uneasy, like something was watching us. And I had my friend, my co-investigator was with me, and I said, there's something closing in on us. So, and I've got a video of it. I have a GoPro I was wearing, and he's got a flashlight he calls his mini sun, so because it's really bright. So he shines it around, and this one spot where he shined the flashlight, I saw what I would call a stag or like a male deer. But all I saw was like the head, like it was in the eyes. I remember the eyes was like boring into me, and its nose, and I could see its nose and stuff. And I looked at the video, and of course it's not on the video, but I know I saw that because I was able to describe it in detail, and it just really it unsettled me for a little bit. So I feel, after I've done some research, I feel like that might be some kind of guide, maybe like a spirit guide or animal.
Yeah.
I kind of think that's what, and it might be tied into like the earth element. Cause I've looked that up too. So yeah, that was the first, like, I guess guide I've seen, so to speak. And then another time I was at a local lake that we have here, and I was just kind of sitting there. It was in the middle of winter, so I was kind of crazy, and I had my blanket and I had my little dog in my arms, and I was there just to kind of relax. And I see at the lake, I see this thing raise up out of the water, and I could feel it watching me again. And, I just kind of sat there and just mind my own business. And then what I think happened is like a little tentacle or something kind of went under the ground and come over to me, and it popped up like maybe 3 feet from me. And I know there was something there because my dog starts growling. So I looked, and then in a few minutes, I feel what felt like an arm, like put its arm around me and just like hugged me. And I just felt like peace, just so much peace and relaxation. So I feel like that was another kind of guide connected to the water element. So
it sounds to me like you're seeing more than the human spirits.
Yeah.
You're seeing like a plane beyond that, where you're seeing the elementals and the more of the non-human
Right.
spirits that live on the land.
Right. And I have seen, of course, I've seen, some shadow figures and stuff like that too. We've got, pictures. We sponsor like a Civil War field hospital. And what we do is we make that available to paranormal teams to come and investigate. And then the money from that we give back to the hospital so that they can rebuild it. And we've got some pictures from there of like, I mean, it's obvious it's another person standing there. And we didn't see it. It was, we were hosting like a novice group, and my co-investigator was on the other side of the table from me, and I had like my SLS, and I said, "There's something standing beside you." So sorry, I have my cats in here too.
I saw it. What?
Oh, you saw it moving around?
It's all good.
And so he reaches his hand out to see if he can notice a temperature change. And then I tell the group, I say, start taking pictures. So they took pictures and they caught, I've got two that's like seconds apart, one where there's nothing and the other one where there's a figure there. And I don't know if I can show it to you on my phone or not, if it'll show up on the camera. Let's see. But it's we call it our holy grail of evidence.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
The cat does too, apparently.
Yeah. So let's see if you can see it. So this is the one without the figure. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then that's the one with the figure.
Holy crap.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's in the hospital?
That was in the Civil War Field Hospital. Yeah. And so what it is a field hospital. Basically what that is where it was the Battle of Mill Creek, I believe. And it was from what would it be? I guess it'd be North Carolina, where it was, or no, it was in Kentucky. And what they did is they would bring them down the river, and they got to Gainesboro. And what they would do is the soldiers would commandeer any house that was standing and turn it into a field hospital. Mm-hmm. So this one I'm talking about, it's called the Gaines House, is the only one still standing within Gainesboro that was used for that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of, and it's the first part of it. It's built in like 3 different parts, and the first part was built in 1832. Mm-hmm. So that's how old this building is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building. So,
wow, that's so cool that you're able to investigate places like that, because it's good that you're able to help bring the history to life. Mm-hmm. for people, and so they don't forget what happened in the past.
Right. Yeah, and that image, we asked people, what do you see there? And of course, a lot of people say they see a mammy, what I'd call like a mammy, like a black lady with her hair up and an apron and stuff. And some people see a man. What I see is someone standing there in like a Letterman jacket.
Okay.
So it's just, that's how you know something's paranormal, because of, everybody sees it differently. So.
Plus, it just because it's a Civil War hospital doesn't necessarily mean it's all Civil War soldiers.
Right.
On the house or on the property.
Right.
There could be someone just passing through wearing a Letterman's jacket. Maybe he died.
Well, there was people that lived in that house until the 1980s.
See, and that, I think people forget that, is they go in looking for something because it's a notorious place for the history of it. There's been things that happened since then, and we ran into that in a historic location. We had a spirit that liked country music, and they liked Johnny Cash, and they were very vocal about that.
Yeah.
And what song they liked, and so they had to be, 50s, 60s.
Yeah, we used Johnny Cash at you ever heard of Brushy Mountain Penitentiary?
Yes.
Yeah, we went there, and we were in the, what's it called, where the stage is, and we put on some Johnny Cash to see if we could stir up some energy and stuff, and it seemed to work, because he sang all those songs where we went around to all the different prisons and stuff.
Yes. Good point.
Yeah.
I think you can't lock into. You have to be aware that could be other people that live there,
Mhm.
or that experience things there, or it's not always about the period.
Right.
Yeah. I think Johnny Cash is a pretty safe bet to play at any prison. You're gonna
Right.
get some positive
Can't
feedback.
go,
Correct.
you can't go wrong with the Man in Black. That's for sure.
No,
No,
you
you
really
can't.
can't. If you guys in the chat have any questions for April,
Yeah,
feel
just let us
free
know.
to chime in. We will definitely ask her.
But they're definitely
So-
saying they saw the same things that we saw
Yeah.
in the pictures. So
Yeah,
that's awesome.
that's so cool that you were able to capture that.
Yeah, and there's
You know?
another one I can show you too. It may not be quite as clear, but it's at the same place. It was in the stairs, the railing. You can see something. Let me pull it up.
The genuine Cash App. Hey, Robert White.
What is up? Now from Australia.
Let's see. I'll show you this one first to see if you can see it, and then if not, I'll show you the
Oh, I can see something for sure.
Oh yeah.
right
Peeking.
right here.
Yeah.
It's a face.
Yeah.
And if you look down here, you can see like a hand kind of reaching around the
Yeah.
Almost like a little kid hiding
Yeah.
behind the banisters.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we recently, there was another group had come there to investigate, and they caught out the back window. They caught what looked like a little boy just walking by outside, and he had a friend with the FBI, which he sent that to, and they were able to validate that yes, it was a valid video and hadn't been doctored. And when they zoomed in, they said that face is distorted, so it's not something living. So
That's thorough debunking right there. If you
Yeah.
can get the FBI to be like, yeah, no, nothing's been tampered with, you can't really argue with that.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's some of the stuff. That's just at the Gaines house that we sponsored, but of course we've been to other places too. Like we've been to the Harriman Hospital, which is in East Tennessee. It's the one that Destination Fear went to. They were the first ones to investigate it, and so we've been there to investigate. And I was walking down the hall and I see something like step out and kind of look at me, and it's like he pulled on like the rubber gloves. And then, I was walking with one of my co-investigators and I just like froze and I says, whoa. And she's like, what'd you say? And so then it had vanished by then. So it's somebody I saw posted that, shadow figures are so fast. Sometimes it's really hard to catch them because of that.
Yes.
It's hard to catch them on your video sometimes.
It's almost like it seems like almost the minute they see you, they realize that they see you, it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm going to do something here.
They always seem to step out of somewhere and then
Right.
gone.
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to. I found your pictures on the on your Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm going to put them. I'm going to actually upload them to the show so people can see what you're talking about. So I believe this is one without the person in it. Let me see if this works. Right there, right? This is one without the.
Now I don't see anything. I don't know if our guests can or not.
Oh, do you see it, Rhonda?
I do see it. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so you're in this room, right? What room are you in right now?
So this would be I guess it would be the main room. So this part of the house is 2 stories and it was built in 1840s. So this would be where that room is. And that table that you see right there, a little bit, we're going to digress a little bit, but we were there investigating and something moved the table.
Oh.
Oh, the whole table.
The whole
Oh,
table.
nice.
Yeah. We tried to debunk that and we could not.
How did it move it? Just like shake it or actually move it across?
Like it rolled it, like it shoved it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
So the story with the Gaines house is that it was owned by a preacher in town and he was accused of money laundering. And then, so what happened is he went out to take care of the livestock while his wife was fixing breakfast or something. She got to noticing he hadn't come back. So she goes to look for him and she found him hanging from the rafters in the barn. So what our investigation, what we were asking is, did you kill yourself? And so I had the dowsing rods, I had a spirit box portal, and then we were sitting at this table kind of where Brandon is standing there. We were kind of sitting on that corner. And so my rods would cross, which means no. No, that's yes. And they would part for no. And so I said, did you kill yourself? So it parted for no. And at the same time, the portal said no, and the table shoved at me. So I'm taking that as no, he did not kill himself. And so that night, the table actually moved 4 times total. The first time it was spontaneously, and the other 3 times I said, can you move the table? The dowsing rod said yes. And I say, go ahead whenever you're ready. And it would. And I got them all on video. You can only see 2 of them really good on the video, but it happened 4 times that night. So that was pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
Right. And I'll show you, here's a picture of with the actual person or image or spirit in it. Now, obviously it's right here. How long? Like, was it back to back the pictures, like boom, boom, boom with the camera? Or
it was right back to back. So there was no time for anybody to have walked over there, because because everybody was on this side of the table, and they would have had to walk around, and there was chairs, and there was no way they could have done it.
And it's blocking. It's blocking the window.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, to me, it looks like the table and everything has vanished.
Yeah. It looks like someone's standing in front of it. The actual person is standing in front of the window and the table.
Right.
Yep.
Wow. What did you think when you saw that?
Well, my first thing was, I was like, I said, is this real? Because I'm like, because you don't catch stuff like this very often. And of course, it was a novice group, and I wanted to, we want to make sure we debunk where we can. And so I say, it's like I said, it was a novice group that had took the pictures, and I asked them to send me the pictures, but also to send me the timestamp of the picture so I could have proof of that. Because I knew someone would say, well, was it really, or did somebody, And so I was just like blown away when I saw that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome for something to be standing there like that.
It's so cool when you get something so definitive like that. We got some really good one time. The first like good piece of evidence I got was at a plantation in Powhatan, Virginia, called Bell Nemus Plantation, and it was an EVP, and it was one of those things where you're listening to it, and you're just going through all, because EVPs are kind of boring to listen to if nothing's happening, but it's one of those. I remember listening to it, taking the earbuds out of my ears or headphones off, looking at the headphones and like, what the hell was that? Right. Putting it back on my head. So I'm like, did I hear what I just thought I heard? And it's such a great feeling when you get something like that, because that really what we're chasing, So that was awesome.
Those are really good.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, that's, like I said, that's what we call our holy grail of evidence.
Yeah. And I can see why everybody, like, the things you said, somebody said it was a mammy, somebody said it was a man, and then somebody said it was a man. I could see all 3 of that. Like, I can see where somebody would see that in each one of those.
Right. Yeah.
It just goes to show you don't know when you're going to get what you're going to get. So you just take pictures and always be recording, because you don't know what's going to show up. If you had taken a picture a millisecond later or millisecond earlier, they may have not gotten anything.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of times we look at our pictures like right after we take them. I think it's important to look at them later.
Yeah.
You definitely see things later that, maybe because you're in the dark looking at your camera, you don't see it.
But, right. Yeah, because by then you're kind of delusional anyway, because you've been up with no sleep. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
I mean,
and you're so focused in the dark, it's almost like your eyes could truly miss something.
Right.
You've been so laser focused for a while.
That
the
piece
other
would
the
never
other
miss
cool
the-
thing is that picture I showed you on the stairs.
Yeah.
Another group about a month ago actually caught the exact same thing.
Now, do you have the picture on the stairs too on your Facebook?
Yeah, it should be on my Facebook. It should be there.
I mean, that
All right,
one, the funny thing is, immediately when I first looked at it, I was looking low and I almost saw what looked like a child. And then as soon as I looked up, I saw the other face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to download it and put it on.
Because I bet if I can even see it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more I look at that picture in the stairs, the more it creeps me out because you can see more details of it the longer you walk.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I mean that is crazy.
Because you can see like the blur, like where the railing is, it's like distorted. It's not uniform like the one next to it on the left.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's distorted. And then if you look down between the like where the stair is and the railing or the spindle thing, you can see there's something there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of blocking out whatever's behind there. So
Yep.
I mean, that's awesome. When you go on to these to the house, is there a feeling with the house? Is there like, some places you go, you get a feeling. Is it welcoming or is it like
heavy or
something bad happened?
I think the interesting thing about the Gaines house is that it kind of changes. Some days it's kind of like, it's pretty peaceful, seems like, but then there has been a time or two I've walked in there and it's like, I'm not welcome here today.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's there is a little bit of a change, and we have had times where we think something kind of negative has showed up at the Gaines house.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just some experiences that I've had that some of the other teams have had that have been there that was kind of like not friendly.
Yeah.
And, one time in particular, I remember there was a lady who was a medium, and she was upstairs in that room that first section that you guys posted. There's an upstairs, and she was upstairs there, and she was channeling a little girl, I believe. And then all at once, of course, I sat outside while they're investigating, so I'm out of the way. And I hear somebody screaming, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. And I'm like, what is going on? Well, what had happened is she was kind of, a little bit bigger and kind of fluffy. So you know how hard it is for us to get up off the ground. She was sitting on the floor. They said she levitated off the ground and was charging toward the stairs like she was going to jump over them. And so her fiance, husband, whatever he was, he said, well, whatever that is not going to harm my fiance or anyone else. So I said, do you want me to go take care of it? And I said, sure. So he goes inside, and I hear him, raising a ruckus and yelling and saying, you're not going to treat people that way. And if you're negative, you're not welcome here, and you need to get out, and all the things. Well, after they left, I walked inside, and it felt anger, just anger. It's like, oh, I mean, it was, how you say when you walk in a room, you can cut it with a knife. Yeah, you could cut it with a knife that time. So I don't know if he pissed off whatever was there for sure. And, whatever that thing is, like I said, it shows up from time to time, and it will kind of like, there was another time experience I had, like standing in that same area downstairs, like in that corner where my male investigator was standing. I was standing there, and it's like I felt like something had grabbed a hold of me and was pulling me backwards. Like it was one of those things where I was kind of doing like this, trying to grab a hold of something so I didn't fall. So whatever, I don't know what that was, but something did not like me there at that moment.
Yeah, it seems like somebody feels like you're invading their space for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Occasionally that, like I said, it's not always that way, but every once in a while that thing will show up, whatever it is.
Well, I mean, if spirits are people or were people at one point, and sometimes they get in a mood. Sometimes it's just like, I don't feel like dealing with you people coming in here talking to me, you know, and maybe that feeling just affects the whole house and affects your mood as well.
Right.
when they're feeling a certain way. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, some people, there's a lot of people who are like, feel like you're exploiting the spirits by hosting these places and stuff like that. And I totally understand that.
Mhm.
And, I don't want to be exploiting it. At the same time, the paranormal is how this particular group makes money.
Right.
And that's the only way they can get money to restore the building. And I know that there's other places like Octagon Hall in Kentucky. They're kind of the
Mhm.
same situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I think every location, if they want to look at it like that, it's all for me. I think it's about education.
Mm-hmm.
We're not harming the spirits. We're not hurting them. We're bringing awareness to them, or bringing awareness. Because I run the cabin on 360 here in Mechanicsville. And we use the property as education to help people understand the paranormal, which involves talking to ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't talk to ghosts, what's the point? All of these places will disappear. Rhonda does a lot of work with Bell Grove Plantation in Fredericksburg.
Mm-hmm.
We're not exploiting anything. We are helping people understand
Right.
what happens after after we die.
Right.
Right.
It helps
We can't make
these locations money, right?
exactly. We can't make the ghost talk to us.
No. And there are nights they won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's kind of, the philosophy of my team is that we're there to help. And if that means we help a spirit that's at a location, or we help a family who's struggling, that's what our philosophy is.
Right.
And that's why we started the journey. That's why we'll continue the journey. So yes, you're totally, absolutely. We're there to kind of make sure we want the spirits that are there. We want to hear their story.
Yes.
It really is about education. You treat people, whether they're living or not, you treat them with respect.
Right.
And that's why, most paranormal investigators don't provoke, because who wants somebody come in your house
Right.
to fight with you?
Yeah.
None of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are teams that will provoke, and I guess that would be considered exploiting the paranormal for their personal gain.
Right.
But at the same, again, it is what they're doing. It sucks, but it also brings awareness of the paranormal, and it helps bring interest. And you'll get into it. They'll watch these shows, and then they'll come investigate. They'll see how it's really done.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they come to us and we educate. Like, hey, this is how we do it. We don't yell at things, or
And that's
think
how
everything's a
you
demon.
went from 40 to 2. When you first started, you had 40 inches on Tuesday,
Right.
Right. When they see what it's really about.
Yeah, people are really there for the thrill seeking.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's why I started too, to be honest, is there for the thrill seek a little bit, because I wanted to know, is there really something else out there?
Yes.
Because I heard all these stories and I'm like, okay, I want to prove it. And so that's kind of where I started it. But then as it progressed, it's more about helping people. And one of the first investigations that we did, we went to some random cemetery where the story was a mother and daughter were walking and they were struck by a car and died. And while we were there trying to make contact with these, it was during the day too. This lady pulls up in her car and she said, "What are y'all doing here?" She says, "Are you here to find a plot?" And I says, "No." "Well, what are you doing here?" And I says, because it's like, okay, do you tell them or do you not? And I said, "We're here to do a paranormal investigation." She's like, "Oh, really?" And she says, "I'll be right back." So she left, she came back, and then what ended up happening is her daughter had been killed like a couple years previously by a tornado who was buried there. And so I was able to use the dowsing rods and some of my devices to allow her to talk to her daughter, and she got so much closure. And she was crying by the end of it. And, we were all in tears, but it was just like, she felt so much relief because she said, "Are you at peace now? Your grandkids are doing okay," and just all those kinds of things. So that was what is like, this is what this is about. This is why we do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope, and you'll bring the mother closure, and it's that's awesome, and that's not exploiting. That
That's the
is,
most we can hope
yeah,
for is to help
that is
somebody through the grief.
exactly.
Yeah. And that was just random. Like,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
someone saw that video because I asked permission if I could post it, and someone else saw that video and said, "Can you come and help me talk to my dad?" So we went back and we let this person talk to their dad. And it was I don't know if they got as much closure as the other one did, but so it started this domino effect. I think you had mentioned earlier synchronicity. That was some example of that.
Hmm.
It just goes to show we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what people believe until we talk to them.
Right.
We can assume we know, but we don't.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just block this.
Yeah.
I was going to say, people who say it's fake, I would
Yeah.
say, come on, let's show you.
Yeah,
Right,
I try to give them a little leeway, because
Yeah.
But
No.
you don't know. We don't see
I think
God.
we've all gotten to the point we don't know. We realize we don't know really anything.
No,
Right.
we don't see God,
Mhm.
but we have faith in a higher power.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just because not everyone sees it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Right.
And honestly, if you believe in God,
We don't see him either.
how can you not believe in some of this other stuff? It's all
Right.
spiritual energy.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's my
Agree.
thing. It's like, do you believe in God?
Yeah.
So all this other stuff is there too,
Yeah, I don't understand how you can believe in one thing but not believe in the other, or not even
Or
not
believe at
even
least the
consider the
possibility of it.
fact that it could be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We're getting some deep.
There's some like this other group that kind of got me involved. There's a lady, I guess, that goes with them who that's what she encounters most of the time is angels. Like she'll see angels and stuff. I've never met her, so I don't know the story, but it's fascinating to me to know that you can also see an angel too.
Yeah.
And how do we know if we're seeing an angel or a ghost or a elemental or whatever? You don't really. And that's part of why we do the research. That's why we do the investigations and such.
Right. Yeah.
So, well, April, sorry. I could. We are getting to the end of the show.
Okay.
And we would definitely love to have you back on the show.
Look, we just
Here
scratched
in-
the surface.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like we get this. I want to learn more about the house. I want to learn more about the other places you've investigated.
Yeah.
If you want to tell people how they can get in touch with you or how they can follow your team and their progress and stuff, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so my group is Curious Things Investigations. It has an S at the end of Things and Investigations. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on TikTok. I do have an email, which is ctinvestigations2020@gmail. You can send me a message there. And I'm assuming you can reach out to Ryan or Rhonda,
Yes.
and they can help connect me too.
Yeah.
So, but we are in Tennessee. We live almost in the middle of Tennessee. It's it's a small town called Cookeville, Tennessee. And that's where we're kind of based out of.
If you ever come to Virginia, not that far, and you want to investigate a completely awesome location, you should come up, investigate the cabin on 360.
Okay.
We have 2 houses, one where a little girl was murdered, another house where a brothel was, and both houses are on a Civil War battlefield.
Nice. Okay.
So if you look up the cabin on 360 on YouTube, you look it up on TikTok. We have great prices. Like I think right now it's only like if you book now, it's only $350 to investigate Sunday through Friday and $400 on Saturdays. That's our summer sale. And you could stay at the house overnight to investigate. So
it's 7 at night till 9 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah, 7 p.m. to 9 a.m. You have the house to yourselves.
Okay.
We try not to blow the bank make sure people can actually afford to come out and investigate, because it's actually we're trying to save the location from being sold, and we're trying to save the battlefield for being turned into a parking lot. So whatever we can get people to come out and investigate, we will definitely welcome you guys.
Okay.
And I like the way Curious Things. I like that name because it doesn't just stay with paranormal.
Right.
You can go Bigfoot hunt. You can go aliens. You can go wherever your heart desires, because you're not stuck.
And that's kind of the reason we did that too, because I'm interested in all of it, because it's all just very fascinating to me. It's all under this umbrella of paranormal. So,
and if you think about it, I guess paranormal, it's everything.
Yeah.
Not just ghosts.
Yeah.
Or it's all under everything not normal.
Right. It's paranormal means literally outside of the norm.
Right.
So anything and everything outside of the norm is paranormal.
Exactly. Well, Julie, I keep calling you Julie. I don't even know.
See, Julie.
I don't even know.
You don't even have somebody Julie in the chat today.
I don't even know. God. I don't even know anyone named Julie, to be honest with you.
I guess I do. What you could call me.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the oysters are gone to my head.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's really what it is.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And we will bring you back here in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun, man. That was that was good.
That was a lot of fun.
Well, she has some great evidence. That one picture.
Right.
Pretty
There's
badass.
a lot of energy in both of them. Even the stairs, I felt like Kevin was posting some things, and I kind of agree with some of the things. That was what I was picking up on too. Teresa, don't get him started. Don't get him started again.
Oh no, yeah. No. In my case, the extra long plum.
Kason, are we sorry? We caught you late. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, Kason. Yeah, you missed it. You missed the plum.
You're going to have to listen to the replay because the
beginning was worth it. Listen to the education part.
The educational part of our story, our series.
The more you know.
The more you know.
The PSA part of the conversation we had at the beginning of the show. So this Sunday night, guys, I know you're thinking, man, I'm so sad that we have to wait until Tuesday to hear from Rhonda and Ryan again. But
that's right.
Dry those tears. Kleenex away, because we are back this Sunday night with I'm getting choked up myself just thinking about it. We're come back with the freaking awesome playlist. Were you okay? Look like
Teresa's comment.
I mean, that's kinky, Teresa. That is kinky. What is that? What is that? Something we're like, we call it the Canadian snow cone. We just made up a sex act, the Canadian snow cone.
Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah, again, education, guys. Dog just flew by. This Sunday night, we are doing a freaking awesome playlist. We are talking about the best songs of the summer, or the songs that we gravitated to
all summer.
Summer. I was talking to Angie.
And it's not just like it doesn't have to be a song that came out this summer. It's just one that you felt yourself listening to a lot this summer. It could be an old song. It could be a new song. It could be whatever. Or a song you even checked out because you heard about other people listening to it. So
yeah, I mean, I was talking to Angie about it. I'm like, she was like, you don't listen to any other songs. You listen to the same songs all the time. I'm like, I know this is what's gonna be hard.
Expand your horizon.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited about it. This is definitely one of those shows where it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna put on.
Well, no, this might be the time. This might be the week you go and explore. Like, literally, if you just listen to TikTok, and you'll go find things like songs, and you're like, "What was that song?"
Mhm.
I mean, I can't tell you. I'll see somebody's, something on TikTok, and I'll hear the song, and I'll see it at the bottom. Like, I've never heard that, so I'll go pull it up on YouTube and see what it is, and see if I like it.
And maybe we'll help people, expand their musical horizons as well.
In honor of Ryan, I might just pick one of his songs, Teresa. I might just put that on my playlist for this week.
Rick James. I already know one song I'm put on there because it's a song I use every week when I do advertisements for the show.
I know what song it is.
Yep.
My favorite.
Yep. Yes, the greatest roller skating song of all time. Oh my gosh! So to find out what that song is,
you got to
join
come
us
Sunday.
this Sunday night on the Freakin' Awesome playlist, which is about an hour after the Orion Effect. Now, if you guys haven't heard the Orion Effect lately, you've got to tune in 7:00 on Sunday night. They go deep dives into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we've been tackling those here for a while. It won't be like every weekend like it's been recently. I think we're gonna start spreading it out some. But like it was I told Howie, I was like, you're always bringing up these conspiracy theories, and I know nothing. Like I don't know nothing about the history of some like Project Blue Book and all the things I'll bring up. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. Let's do a series on it.
I was listening to it earlier, and I loved his Russian accent.
Oh my gosh.
He tried to. Oh yeah. Okay, some people they need to say what they need to say. Don't even worry about it.
He got blocked.
Don't even sweat it.
He or she got blocked.
Yeah. It's everybody needs to be more open-minded about
That's
stuff,
right.
So I don't know if I sent a message to our next guest and I haven't heard back from her.
Who do we have?
Mel Skate. I don't think she has anything with
roller
skating.
dude, I was looking forward to her.
She just had some paranormal experiences that I messaged her. I messaged her a while ago and asked her if she wanted to come on. She was excited about it, but I messaged her last week and she has not responded. If I don't get a response back from her, I'm not going to chase after her.
Right.
If I don't get a response back to her, we may have an open show.
Let's do that.
I mean,
I'm sure you and I can find, like, we're learning. We can find all kinds of stuff to BS about.
We haven't had an open
good BS station in a while.
Yes.
Yes,
it's been a while since we have an open mic night where everyone can have a conversation about the paranormal.
We can talk about whatever y'all want to.
I mean, kind of hope she doesn't respond to me, to be honest with you.
So I hope she responds, but maybe she doesn't want now. Next week we can put her. I was looking forward to her because I do follow her some. So.
Okay, well, hopefully she'll respond. Maybe I will reach out to her.
Well, no, if not, we'll just get her on another time. It'll be fine.
But either way, we'll be back here. And of course, thank you everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the education. We learned new.
And look, there'll be a new word from the old times for us again next week.
Yes,
it's a list.
Yes, we're gonna help you people. We're gonna help you guys expand your vocabulary a little bit. So until Sunday, we'll be back here. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.